The way I started was he put me on to start to open up for him at his headline show at Contact.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was a pretty visceral show. Like,
When was that?
that was about 2-3 years ago. Yeah, it was the Black Sound series at the Contact Theatre that they do. Skiddle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people who've done that before. A few grime people. So yeah, Geico's headlined it that year, and that kind of just allowed me to kind of get like a first show in Manchester.
That was your first show?
Yeah.
Wow.
And from there, things just kind of
That's great.
naturally just spilled from there. But yeah, Geico's been, and then also by Bipolar Sunshine. Yeah.
So it's like him, Apollo, Simeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this like. It's good. They invest in like a lot of the talent, don't they? They're always aware of what's going on. Even they branched out.
Yeah.
They're always still aware of like actually bringing like, you guys up with them in due course. You know, just constantly. It's like whether it's encouragement, like sharing what they can.
Yeah.
Even just like being there, like open door policy.
Yeah.
You know.
I just feel like they're actual creatives, so actual creatives just, are attracted to all those creatives and new energy. Like the whole Manchester right now, there's like new energy right now.
That's what I was trying to say before, like when I came back throughout uni, I was like involved in music, but like not necessarily in my city, it was more like outside, or wherever I was. Yeah. And then I kind of slept on it, and then I kind of looked back again, and then 4 years is a long time for people to kind of develop in the craft, and then like Sleazy yourself, because I recognized your face, and it was like, and you was I recognized a lot of these faces. It's like I know these people. Let me actually get to know them properly, and you realize actually these guys they're really up for it. They're screwed on. They're artists. They believe in quality.
Yeah.
What's not to actually like and actually share anyway.
A lot of people sleep on Manchester. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're a lot more creative than like people down south. Personally, I think what we do is more like artistic. I just feel like we're way more artistic than they are down south. Like, I've got love for them because a lot of the London artists are people that made me want to start writing. But I feel like right now, we're really popping. We're doing things that are actually interesting. I feel like London's become a bit stagnant, and we're very much pioneering creativity right now.
I like to create. Of course, I'm biased, but I like to create. Because I don't know, the whole idea of like Braille in general is to like look and watch the north, like look up the north. Do you know what I mean? A lot of, especially the whole grime thing right now. It's just that was necessarily probably London's one asset that they had, which was artistic at the time. Was forward thinking, and now it's just a surge of it. It's just, it's still present. It's still like this place, but in comparison to like say yourself, like your sound, you can't really place it or like find any replica of it down south.
I think the difference is down south they're kind of caught up in this whole like drill / grime kind of wave. So it's like if you come out with like a drill video and put it on like Link Up TV or something like that, you'd like probably bound to get like 1 million views.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas
it's a formula, isn't it?
Exactly. Whereas if you go and listen to Hamdi's stuff or you go and listen to my stuff, you can't place it, and the sound is completely different. And it's not right now. It might not be something that will get 1 million views right now. But when people latch onto it and they realize how different we actually are, then
I feel like we've just kind of realized that we all, because we don't have the same pressures as the cats down south. Like there's a certain link up,
Charlie Slough.
Charlie Slough,
exactly.
And there's a certain like pathway. There's a conveyor belt.
Absolutely.
But in Manchester, we've like going 10 years back, we had Shifty, Liquid, we had the Mayhem Man, like we've had people, but it was very grime orientated and just coming up to a set and just slaying it. You get me?
Did you see those guys live?
I mean, I used
was fairly young when they were like.
I mean, I used to go to Manchester City Dome and like go see sets and stuff back in the days and youth club settings. You know what I mean? But
I just used to listen to them on Westwood.
Really?
I never saw them live, but I listened to them on Westwood.
And I'm talking about Manchester, actually. I never actually went down south. But then things have happened now where people are just making their own sound and not really paying that much attention to what's going down south. And it's because it's platforms like these and platforms that are just popping up all over the city now, where people are just crossing and just cross-pollinating, and everyone's just really everyone's kind of watching what's going on and being like, wow, this piece of music's coming out of there, wow, this piece. And for me personally, it's just inspiring me even more to kind of just push what I do and see who else I can link up and then, because for me essentially it's all about the music, and that's why I see with everyone else. It's like they are making the music they want to do at a quality that can be sold and that can be distributed, internationally. And it's that whole push from going from being locally international, because we're not that fussed about London. I'm not that fussed about London, but first perfect example is like IMDb. Like she's just done it from here, and whatever she did here took her there. And that's how I feel Manchester people, artists are going to come out. We're just going to be doing our own thing. The right pair of eyes are going to happen, are going to see it. Because London is the centre, it's the centre of fashion, it's the centre of business, just like any other major city. And like America right now, like we've going from the 90s up till now, like the focus of the sun has moved from region to region, and that's what I feel like is going to happen in the UK soon.
So I feel like it's still important to go down to London and like spread. It's definitely still important, because like some of the, I don't know, I might not be where I am right now if I hadn't gone down to London a few times and met certain people and linked up like that. So, I mean, it's still important to go down to London, but I definitely think eyes right now are on Manchester, and big shout outs to IMDb, because she's like, she's basically shining the light on the city. Like her, Sleazy, them two going down there working with Semtex, that's shining a big light on the city, and that's something that ain't really being done. No one's really done it like that for the city for a minute. You know what I mean?
Probably take like another artist and another sound as well to kind of spread that actual light as well, because it's quite IMDb sound. It's particular because it's obviously it's very unique, but it's coming from the same bracket as urban culture. But Manchester has a lot more to offer. Like with your collabs, say with Ruby Ann, her whole Ruby Ann's on what's that track she's on? Days. Right? So like her project, the Family Ranks, completely different. But her vocal is something you can grasp that, throw it on, and you get a whole new vibe.
A whole new feel.
Those collabs, so I believe you can get people to shine on that.
Definitely. Right. Go on, Dane, I'll let you do that one first.
When's the right time to be successful?
I agree completely with what Dane said. I mean, time is relative. I've been making music since I was 7, and I started from in a band and stuff like that, and just moved my way from a band to kind of just producing to actually becoming an artist and a songwriter. So it's been 10 years at least. So it's just, for me, it's a constant growth, it's a constant journey.
The best way to look at it is Jay-Z released Reasonable Doubt when he was 26.
There you go. Reasonable Doubt.
Time is all relative.
Come on.
When he was 26.
26.
It's funny how the industry changes now, though. Everybody seems so young.
That's perfect, though.
Everybody seems so young, like people dropping these heavy mixtapes.
Yeah, but you don't. For me, you need to live life to kind of say things that are profound enough for it to cut through.
Yeah.
And for me, also just going back to Dane's point, it's relative to time, but there's also certain levels. Like the amount of work you put in, sometimes you'll break through to another level, and there's more work to be done, and then you break through to another level.
Yeah, that's organic.
Yeah, definitely. But it really comes down to how much work you put in. And for me. Yeah, and a team, perfectly. Like for me, I've only started releasing it in the past 2 years. But up until that, I was still making music and songs. And it just was like, I'm not really there yet. But I was like, you know what, I have to kind of just release and see what happens. So now I'm at a point where, okay, cool, I've done this. What do I do next? And I've been quite fortunate to have the amount of success I've had so far. But it's all very relative. And when I see the IMDb go as far as she goes, or anyone else who are doing really well in music, it just lets me know, okay, cool, there's still more work to be done. But you'll see it, you'll kind of feel it yourself as well. You'll see things kind of change. I'm sure you see it, felt it before, things kind of change, and the energy of the music you've sent out, the ripples come back in different ways, and new opportunities come arise. So it's really about just staying on and not stopping and making, always being very reviewing yourself of what you've done and okay, cool, I've done this project, yeah, this is what happened, what do I want to do next and how do I go about that? Yeah, so it's relative, but it's also subjective. You get me? Yeah.
I don't think like, I mean, obviously there's this recent influx at like Band on the Wall, but I mean prior to that, I don't think there's been that many nights.
So the venue's opening up their spaces,
I'd say we need more nights.
Okay.
Obviously,
that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, the goal is to get out of Manchester and spread the sound, but
it needs to be supported.
Yeah, but in Manchester, I don't think there's that many nights really going. Like obviously, there's Braille, there's these Band on the Wall nights, but what else is there?
Yeah, like artist-focused venues, there's not many unless
we do it ourselves.
Unless we do it ourselves, or it makes business sense. Like it's in their interest to kind of book you and make some money.
But they get tiring.
It does, but it's. Do you know what? I just feel like me personally, I don't really wait on stuff like that. I don't really spend much time thinking about it because the energy of the music will sooner or later get to you. It's up to you if you're gonna accept it or not. Yeah. The people who are in these establishments are seeing what's going on and hearing what's going on and seeing this new crop of artists coming out. And Band on the Wall has always been a place to showcase talent and local talent. So I think that's what's happening so far now. And there's, you don't want to, trust me, you don't want to be left behind anyway. So you want to be early on the train. But yeah, it's just like the people who are programming these. Like shouts out to Pablo, he told me like he was like, yo, like when they were organising this thing, I'll put your name forward because, and that's literally how things are happening because people are hearing the music and you're building these relationships, and in turn these relationships are turning into opportunities. But that comes from being open to this new energy. There's people literally just stepping up to the plate because this whole thing is an ecosystem. Like we have videographers, like shouts out to KC and everyone else in the room, and the 3 AM guys. Like there's so many people out there, artificial. There's so many people out there, and not to mention all the graphic designers and the people who make clothes and stuff like that, and the fashion. Like there's alchemy going on right now, and it's. Sooner or later, it's just all gonna just come out of the pot.
It's the plan.
Yeah, that is the
Due
plan.
time, due course.
But like, I remember a few years ago, if I was gonna go for someone for some artwork, I'd be quite limited in my options.
That's very true.
Or for video, and even video now, there's a certain standard now. There's a certain standard now in Manchester, which is quite high. I feel like, and it's like, okay. So who's able to do that? Who possesses those talents? And there's a few people in Manchester, but like, imagine being an MC or a singer a few years ago and you want to shoot a video of a certain style. Like, you probably have to go down south. Or be up here, but pay a really, really extortionate rate. But now it's literally a phone call or a message away. So yeah, man.
Videos was a big thing. Like videos in like the last year have become super important. Like in Manchester especially. Like a few years ago when I was like in uni, I was like having to shout people that I went to like on my uni course with to like come and help me shoot a video. Do you know what I mean? But now you got people like KC, 3 AM guys, artificials. You got people like that. So we're building a nice hub in Manchester. I'd say, like, a nice creative hub. So. That needs to just keep going, stay strong.
Sometimes I don't want anyone in the room. It's just me and myself and the mic. And then sometimes the hustle and bustle of people just brings the energy through myself or the people I'm working with, and you create something. But you kind of have to. The skill is in knowing when.
What to say? You know what to say. You don't just let anybody in.
Nah, because I know anybody walk through that door. It's just like anybody to you, which is quite dead. And then like what you were saying earlier, kind of just like a forced environment, and where you feel like you're rehearsing for something, or you're on the spot because people just walk in.
Waiting to produce some magic.
Like go on, sing, entertain me, and I'm like, no,
Like music doesn't work like that. I feel like you can't necessarily always just sit there and just write a song. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I'll be on the bus and I'll think of like something that I thought was like the craziest line. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when I'm sat in a studio, I'm like, this is a bit, it's a bit tough. This, like, there's not really a vibe. It depends and it also depends who you're in the studio with. Like Hamdi was saying, do you know what I mean? Like, I've sat in studios with some people and I've been like, you know what, I'm gonna write this tune later. Because
as long as you're comfortable to do that, some people aren't comfortable to like shut it down. They're obliged to actually fulfill, the session.
I'll say that. There's no point in me forcing a verse out because you're not getting the best out of me. Whereas I can be in, like, for example, like the joint EP I'm working on with like E-Thriller, like, I think every single verse I've written, we've been in a session and done it. And that's just off the vibe that me and him have. Like, I'll go in there, sit down, and I'll just write a verse. Like, it just depends who you're working with. Like, literally depends.
I'd released Winter on my own, and then I re-released it again with BPM, with Big People Music. So what inspired that was obviously, like, it's got trap elements to it, but I just wanted to make grime that you can sing on. So like songs like Winter is like my interpretations of grime that you can sing over the top on. So that was my main motivation. So I listened to a lot of grime, but I also listened to a bit of The Weeknd, and also listened to a lot of Party Next Door, the first mixtape that he did. For me, it's like, okay, anyone that sings over like a trappy beat, just know you heard it there first. So those were the kind of inspirations for Winter. But now I'm interested in a whole different sound now. So I'm listening to Daniel Caesar right now. Yes. Freudian, oh my gosh.
That guy's different.
I feel like Manchester could be that.
It is. I was talking to Trey Mission about that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was saying it reminded him, like he was saying like the Manchester sound reminded him of like Toronto, Cold City. Yeah, Cold City, very Cold City. Yeah, but yeah, right now Daniel Caesar. What else? That new Tyler the Creator album. There's a few cuts on that. And all the bangers, like all the stuff that gets played at 2022 by the decent DJs, yeah? Say no names. But yeah, all the bangers that we've all been listening to. Alright, well, if we're talking my last project, then what inspired that was like coming fresh out of uni and being like, right, what do I do? Like, I was like, right, because I'd spent so much time in uni, like juggling music and doing that stuff. I was like, music had always been the end goal, but I'd had to like focus on uni just to do it. And then I came out of uni and I was like, right, I've got all this time to focus on music now. And then I was like, wait, I'm kind of uninspired right now. Then real life hit me and I was like, yo, I kind of need to get like another job to like fund this, because what I'm working on right now, I'm just like, I don't like the job that I'm at. So it's like, that's where like the title, like, Is This As Good As It Gets came from, because I was like, yo, this can't be it, man. Like, this can't be it. Like, surely I can't just come out of uni and be like, this is what's going on. Like, so that's what inspired that. I just felt like I was in like limbo. So yeah, that's what inspired that. And then in general, I guess,
The first track of the song.
It's the second because I was like, wow, I'm just like, what do you do? Like, everyone I knew was in that space of coming out of uni and being like, well, real life is here now, innit? So what do we do? Like, how do we get to our dreams and stuff? Yeah. And then I guess in general, lyricism just inspires me. I don't think lyricism is really as prevalent in music right now, but yeah, that's what kind of, I still want to be lyrical in it.
I feel like that's the new challenge though. In this ADD society that wants melody and like hard hitting beats, how do you bring through a poignant lyric? Like, how do you say the illest shit, but within those confines? That's one of the things. Yeah, I like that. That's not even, but also just like, because we live in an Instagram age.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see your video. You've got literally 5 to 10 seconds to convince me. And that's crazy. That's crazy though. 5 to 10. All right, cool. So how do I actually get your attention? And I mean, if you break it down to psychology, there's certain sounds and frequencies that the mind will react to. And if you understand that, then okay, cool. I feel like lyricism is the new thing because it's not popular. Like, how do you say some ill shit with people not really paying attention? Like, how do you... Because just thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
So yeah, lyricism is pretty like, yeah, all my friends are dead, push me to the edge. Yeah, cool, but like... Is there anything else you can say?
Lyricism is like really lacking. Like I was struggling. I talk to people about this all the time, and I'm like, yo, because the people that I like roll with, like we all class ourselves as lyricists, innit? But we were sat talking. I was like, yo, when was the last time you actually heard someone barring like bars? And we all sat there and we were like, nothing. Like I couldn't think of anyone like that had not even Manchester based. I mean like we're talking like globally, like Americans. Like I was like, yo, when was the last time I heard it? Even Kendrick's last album, no, I didn't feel like that was...
See, this is where I differ from you, because I feel like Kendrick is kind of understanding that people's attentions for lyrics is very short. But what he's like, what's that line now? What's that line that it says? And it's ridiculous. Soprano something, seaweed on a high note. Like, like that caught me. And I was like, wait, soprano is like the higher notes of like a choir, and then you've got seaweed, where it's like high notes of being high, but this is seaweed, but it's not actual. Like it kind of just blended in at one. I butchered it, yeah. Sorry, Kendrick, I butchered it.
A lot of people are realizing now we're not just competing with each other, we're competing with everyone.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Better.
Yeah, because like if you're confident within yourself, and not only confident, but confident enough to push yourself to that level, then it's only inspirational rather than coming from a place of fear, like, oh, will I ever get to that point? But no, you will. All you gotta do is just use what's between these guys here and just figure it out. Like a lot of people now, a year from now, everyone who's still persistent and keeps pushing themselves, and they are going to be in very healthy positions. Positions where they're able to look after themselves financially. They've got a nice, busy timetable or schedule. Like for me, my aim for the next year or so is like to get bookings, to kind of leave my job and like live off this and starve off this if I have to, but kind of just delve into it fully, because this is our lives, isn't it? Really?
Likewise, I can imagine as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not trying to be selling shoes forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be selling shoes whilst doing music forever. Like,
and you got a plan in place, you're just gonna figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just gotta keep working hard. That's it. I think 2018 will be a big year, and I think we're coming into a strong ending for 2017. Do you know what I mean? Like, the eyes are on us, so we've got the opportunity now.
So what shows you got booked in apart from the Braille one?
I'm looking to put on.
You got releasing your.
Yeah. I'm looking to do a night of my own, like not like a continuous thing. Just put on an event just to launch that.
Sick.
That's all I've got planned right now. But
no, I've got nothing planned. You know, and that's on purpose.
Yeah, that's okay. That means
yeah, because like these next 6 months are gonna be quite horrible. Because I'm gonna be working 2 jobs, working in the studio, so preparing for shows is going to be difficult, because I like to take my time, figure out what I want to do, line up the features and whatnot, and just kind of just make it an experience as much as I can. So that takes a lot of preparation. But no gigs so far apart from Braille on the 21st.
We're excited, man.
I am too.
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am very excited as well.
We got Tom Piper. You know Tom Piper?
No.
A legendary like MC, like you know Andy C, drum and bass guy. Yeah. So because he's gonna be hosting the night. So he's gonna have a lot of he's gonna hype it up. He's gonna do his thing.
Okay.
So I just said I saw him the other day. I said I'm not necessarily the best guy at hosting. So don't worry about that. Just give me the mic and I'll just introduce it.
Sweet.
Nice.
No, I want to see that. I want to see the whites and eyes people, bro. That's what I want to do, man. Get right here. Man.
It's intimate, but like punchy, deliberate.
No,
especially you. Like I've seen you before. I've seen you in video. I know you do your thing. So just go at them.
The stage show where I don't know, man. Shows are where you really come alive as an artist.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, and I've studied a lot of artists. I've been to see so many artists. Like, so, you know, for me, like a stage show is really where I shine. Do you know what I mean? I need to see how they live.
Yeah, man. I'm a bit more for the galley. You know what I mean? I like to sing at people, man.